Hello friends, in this lecture we will see the third case, that is multiple optimal solution. Okay, it is a special case of simplex method. Okay, we have seen when the solution is going to be unbounded, when the solution is going to be degenerate, and we will see when the solution is going to be multiple optimal. We have seen it in the graphical method. Now the question is given, we have to solve it using simplex method. So we will first convert it into a standard form. So it is 25 inequality. So add the slack variable and make it into equality. This is 15. Add the slack variable and make it into equality. And all the variables or decision variables should be positive type. Okay. Here also just 0 into s1 plus 0 into s1, because the slack variables will not affect the objective function. Now we will make the table. We'll make the table x1, x2, s1, s2. Okay, everything you know. Okay, just you have to see the condition. Okay, you can solve it. This is basis. Simplex method is little bit tough. Okay, so you have to keep the patience and you have to solve the question. Okay, you have to solve the question. Here you will add the coefficient of objective function 4300, 4300, and here we will write the slack variables. Okay, the slack variables will become the basic variable. Why? Because they will make an identity matrix within the simplex table. It is 8 6 1 0 and it is 3 4 3 4 0 1. RHS is 25 and 15. You can see here that they are going to make an identity matrix within the simplex table. This S1 and S2, and the coefficient are 0 and 0. So what you are going to do, you are going to write the ZJ value. So the ZJ value is, the first one is 0 0 0 and 0. Now we are going to calculate the Cj minus Z0. Cj minus Z0. Okay, you are going to calculate the Cj minus Z0. So it is going to be 4 3. These both are 0 because these are the basic variable and they are going to have 0 value in the simplex table. And here you can also calculate Z. Z is going to be 0. Okay, 25 into 0 plus 15 into 0. So you have to select the incoming variable. Incoming variable is the maximum positive non-basic variable. Okay, you can see maximum positive. So this is going to be your key column. This is going to be your key column. Now divide the RCS value with the coefficient of the key column, 25 by 8, and this is 15 by 3. So this is going to be 5. So this will be the outgoing variable. Okay, this is going to be the outgoing variable. The minimum value of the basic variable will be the outgoing variable. So S1 is the outgoing variable. Now in place of S1, X1 will come and S2 will remain same. So this is going to be 4 coefficient of objective function, and this is going to be 0. Okay, now you know that this is going to become the key row. Okay, and this 8 is going to become the pivot element. So divide the pivot element with each and every element of the key row. So this is going to be 1. This is going to be 6 by 8. 6 by 8, you can write 3 by 4. This is going to be 1 by 8. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 25 by 8. Now this x1 and s2 are the basic variable. They will make an identity matrix within the simplex table. For x1 it is written 1, and for s2 it is written 0. So here it will be written 0 and 1. So below x1 it is 0, and below this one this is 1. Okay, so try to make an identity matrix for the basic variable within the simplex table. Now we will do the calculations. Here it is old minus new. Okay, old minus new. So this is 3 minus 1. It is not 0. So what you are going to do, just multiply with 3. Just multiply with 3 in the new value. So this is 3 minus 3, 0. This is 4 minus, this is going to be 4 minus 9 by 4. So this is going to be 16 minus 9. This is going to be 16 minus 9, 7. This is going to be 7 by 4. Just you can do everything. Okay, I don't have the answers. Okay, so Cj minus Zj will be, it is going to be 4 minus this is 4 into, okay, this 3 you have to remove it. Okay, that's why the problem is there. Okay, so this is 4 minus 4 into 1 plus 0 into 0. So this is going to be 0. Okay, x1 will be 0, and h2 it is 0 because they are the basic variable. Now you have to do 3. This will be 4 into 3 by 4. So it is going to be 3. Okay, this is going to be 0. 3 minus 3, it is again going to be 0. Okay, it is again going to be 0. And here you can see 4 into 1 by 8. So it is going to be 1 by 2, and this is going to be 0. So 0 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Okay, this is minus 1 by 2. You can see you have reached the optimality. You have reached the optimality. Okay, and what is the value of z here? What is the value of z? It is going to be here. It is going to be here. These are the two variables questions. Okay, you can draw the graphical method also. So we have reached the optimality, and this is our optimal solution. So how you can say it is a multiple optimal solution? Okay, since more than, okay, since more than 2 zeros are obtained, okay, it means if the number of zeros, I am just writing the important point, if the number of zeros in Cj minus Zj row is more than the number of basic variable, more than the number of basic variable. Okay, how many basic variables are there? You can see x1 and h2, they are two basic variables. And if the number of zeros in the Cj minus Zj row is more than the number of basic variable, okay, two basic variable and number of zeros are how many? 3. Then multiple optimal solution will exist. Then multiple optimal solution will exist. Okay, so just take it care. Okay, two variables, two basic variables, and the number of zeros are 3. Number of zeros are 3. Okay, if the number of zeros is equal to the number of basic variable, if the number of zeros is equal to the number of basic variable, then unique optimal solution. And if the number of zeros are greater than the number of basic variable, then multiple optimal solution. You can see the graph slope. According to graphical method, the slope is 4 by 3, and here you can see slope of one of the constant, it is 8 by 6, means it is 4 by 3. The slope of one of the constant and the slope of objective function, the slope of the objective function and slope of one of the constant are equal. It means it is an multiple optimal solution. You can check this with the help of graphical method. The same answer 25 by 2 you will get. Okay, so just look at the number of zeros. The number of zeros are greater than the number of basic variables. It means multiple optimal solution will exist. Okay, so you can solve these methods by your own and practice, because simplex method is little bit lengthy. Okay, so you have to just practice it. Okay, and in the examination, suppose the problem does not come to solve the question. Okay, you have to just learn to read the table. Okay, the different point at when degeneracy will exist, when unbounded solution will exist, when unique solution will exist, and when multiple solution will exist. Okay, whether it is going to make an identity matrix or not. So you have to learn all these things. Okay, thank you.